Hello everyone. How are you guys doing today? I am here. I'm back. If my voice sounds a little funny, I am just recovering from a cold. If you watched last week's video, then you know I did have everything like a week filmed in advance, and then when I had a busy work week, I was like, okay, I'm gonna film this day. Then I started feeling sick, and then time just, it goes really fast when you're sick, but at the same time really slow. Like, I was like, how was I home for a few days? But I was like, okay, I was sleeping, I was recovering. So, with that being said, too, the week I was sick is this current week that we are stuffing. So, I mean, I'm going to be super realistic with you guys. Obviously, as with majority of people, when you're sick, you have to take off work. When you take off work, you don't make money. I don't have like paid sick time or anything like that, so I don't work, I don't get paid, and so that reflects in my cash stuffing. And then by the time I go through budget things, had to take out what I needed to take out. Realistically, we're only stuffing for the week for my cash envelopes $251. And I'm going to be honest with you guys too, I only have 36 in front of me right now because 215 of that, one day at work there wasn't money for me to take, so it ended up getting Zelled to me. So that's already in my bank account. That is going to my Chase credit card. That is going to be for my monthly payment. I just decided to keep it in there because I was like, at this point, it's okay. So we are going to be in the debt binder today. And I mean, we're stuffing one thing, guys. Don't get too excited. We are going to be going to my city. If you're following along this month, you know then that I am paying or hoping to pay off like my city card this month. Just between everything, I've had a couple twists and turns in the plans of what the next few months looks like. So I've had to adjust what my goals are like the next few months. And on top of being sick and then obviously missing out on work, I might, have to roll in to June of paying off my city card, but that is fine. I am no stress. That's kind of where I'm at. I don't want to stress about it. At the end of the day, as long as I'm making a step in the right direction, that's what matters. Because I think it's easy to, see when people are like winning, especially in their journey, and they're like, okay, they're putting like hundreds of dollars, and then it's easy to compare, especially when you have a week that's bad. But like, don't compare. Everyone has highs, everyone has lows, everyone, has their own type of emergencies and all that. So I am just like, the ebbs and flows of this week is kind of what it is. And then it came to a point too where if you've been keeping up with my 100 envelope saving challenge, I put $100 towards that every week, and then I was going back and forth whether I wanted to put that towards the cash envelopes instead. Spoiler alert, I did decide that I am going to still stuff my 100, just because at the end of the day, for me, at the end of that 100 envelope savings challenge, that money is going to go towards money I'll need in the future for like living. So I decided to keep going with that because that in turn will be helping. So I have the $36 in my hand. We got 10, 20, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we are adding that to, I think this is 120 in here. So 40, 60, 80, 100, 120. So now we have $56, and that is going to go towards paying off my city card. And it's times like this, so you just remember that any money towards it is money getting paid off, and that is what matters at the end of this, that we are just going in the right direction. And again, like, weeks like this where I don't work as much and then obviously I don't get paid as much, it's just another reason why, you know, I want to have a better financial future, especially like have money set aside. So because it's hard when you're sick and you need money to, like, I feel like for me to relax and be like, okay, I'm sick, there's nothing I could do, because then I'm like, well, I need to work, I need to do this, and I'm like, well, you need to, like, slow down. So, you know, that's just the reality of this week. And I thought about not filming this because I'm like, what's the point of filming me stuffing $36 and telling you guys about the $215 that I had, you know, transferred to my account and that we're going to put towards my card. But I'm like, at the end of the day, it's about accountability, and whether I am stuffing $1 or $5,000, you know, keeping myself accountable, telling you guys about my week. And yeah, so that's going to be it for this video, guys. Definitely a shorter cash stuffing. I don't know if I've ever talked this little during a cash stuffing. But yeah, so see you guys in the next one. I'm hoping, it just depends what this next week is, because I still have a couple like regular bills I need to pay, and I have like one more work week before I will be off the first week in June. I'm still going to be getting paid because I am house sitting. And I think it'll be good for me to just have a moment. So I will be off of my full-time job. So I need to sit down, need to do a little budgeting, need to figure it all out. But I still obviously want to stuff like student loans. I still want to stuff 100. Car maintenance, I still want to stuff 100. And then I think the other two like main ones I just want to stuff before the end of the month would be my 2 pet envelopes, Whiskey and Nala. If not, I will just try to double stuff next month. But we will go from there. And yeah, I am going to get Citi and this Discover envelope just, what's the word? Deposited. Just because, you know, get a little thing to pay down. If you watched last week, I talked a little more about how I had a plan. This is $111. I had planned to pay $333 because that would get me down to $3,000 for my Discover balance. But again, with the month kind of shifting the way it has, with me being sick and with me having to take on more like month-to-month bills for the next few months, again, that's just caused me to readjust and kind of change the intensity of what my debt payoff is going to be. I'm still going to be working on paying off debt. But I am going to shift a little bit into more so like maintaining, like obviously not adding extra debt that I carry month to month, and then also saving, because if you're following along, then you may have heard that I've talked about moving. I am still moving. And yeah, so it's like, it feels like it's coming up around the corner, and then it also feels like it's so far. I think I still have like 3 full months of working before I move. And that's like me having like a rough estimate of when I think I'm going to move. And I mean, honestly, I could pretty much move whenever. Obviously, I just want to give my job like a long enough time. Like, I'm very close with the people that I work for. I've worked with them for 2.5 years. They are 100% like the best people I've ever worked for. And if I could work for them and live where I will be living, I 100% would. But that's just not doable, because it would be a lot of commuting for me every day. But I do plan on like helping out if they have like events, or if my owners want to take a vacation, because I normally take over at work when they do. So I will still be back and seeing them. It's a very hard transition, I think. I mean, if you've ever had a job you like, it's a very bittersweet feeling. Like, this is probably my favorite job I've ever had and my favorite people I've ever worked for. So it's very a bittersweet thing, bittersweet thing, because I'm excited for the next chapter, because again, my whole life and like everybody in my outside of work life is where I will be at. So I'm just excited to be like involved in my life day to day again. But again, it's just a very bittersweet feeling. So, you know, hang on tight if you are with me for the next few months. I am going to discuss everything that I am planning on doing. I am going to work on what my like savings are going to be for moving, what my like plans shifting, like what specific envelopes I have. I'm going to break that all down in a specific video for you guys. Just because if you end up having like a similar situation, that way people can find it, and it's just easier than having to like watch through a cash stuffing video. Because I know sometimes, I know my cash stuffing videos, you know, I ramble, I talk. But yeah, because moving is a big thing. I'm very fortunate that I do not need like a big moving truck. I don't have a lot of stuff. I have maybe a room full of stuff that I'm going to have to move. All of my other stuff is already in a storage unit where I am going. So, I mean, that makes it way more convenient. And at the same time, I do travel home, if not every week, every other week right now. And the only reason I do every other week is because, you know, gas is expensive. But I do plan on like starting to move the stuff myself. Like every time I go down, bring a load of stuff. So I'm very fortunate in that aspect that I am close enough I can be doing that and all of that good stuff. But yeah, if you have been following along, like hang in for the ride. It is going to be good. I have to laugh, guys. Sometimes not to be like, life, what hand are you giving me? But yeah, so I just appreciate you guys. If you are new here, hello, welcome. I appreciate you watching this video and, you know, watching up until this point. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Like this video, give me a comment. Tell me like what your win is today. Tell me, you know, tell me whatever you want to tell me, honestly. Like, no, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate every comment, especially like when I get off work or if I have a long day and I see someone comment, it just like makes my whole day. And I just want you guys to know that. So again, that'll be the end of this stuffing. More rambles. And then I will have that more like moving focused video up shortly. I can't wait to talk about it. So if you are interested in watching that video, definitely keep an eye out. I will have that up very shortly. If it's not up before this one, it'll be up the same week, because I am uploading right now week 2 of May's cash stuffing video, and then I usually try to do like the same week the cash stuffing and then the 100 envelope savings challenge. So I think my plan is I'll do that for this week as well, and then I'll get the moving one up as well if everything goes to plan. So yeah, just know I appreciate you guys so much, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.